Bubble. That's what I get asked all the time. Are we in a housing bubble? And it seems like something is about to happen because the high mortgage interest rates, or at least higher than they have been the last few years, are causing a slowdown in the market. So what's really behind the scenes, and are we in a bubble? I really believe that things are just slowing down, as do many of the other real estate economists. We believe that it's just in a slowdown, and here's some reasons why we are experiencing a slowdown instead of a crash. Let's look at two particular reasons. You might say that we are currently in an inflection point in the housing market, and that's because of supply and demand. According to Realtor.com, active listings have increased more than 26% over the last year, and it's been over 50% in our current market in the Mid-South, while showings from the latest showing time index have decreased almost 17% from last year. Here's a graph that shows all of that. This inflection point in the housing market is because over the past 2 years, we've seen a massive amount of demand, showings, and not enough homes available for all of the buyers who are interested. That's beginning to change a little bit, but it caused a market frenzy, in particular over the last few months, earlier in 2022, but really throughout the end of 2020 and all of 2021. Today's supply and demand looks very different than it looked just a few months ago. The market's slowing down from the pace that we've actually seen, and that offers proof that we are experiencing this sudden slowdown that many of us are feeling that causes concern to be a bubble. Now, the second factor to consider about whether or not we're in a bubble is housing prices for 2023. Look at this graph that shows what most experts believe house prices to do over the next 15 to 18 months through the rest of 2022 and all of 2023. Most project that we're going to see on average a 2.5% increase in home values. Prior to this frenzy now, we were seeing between a 3 and a 5% increase. Only one of the forecasters predicts a price depreciation in home values. So the bottom line is that we're really in a slowdown. We don't think it's going to be a bubble unless other things happen in the economy and in the world markets. We can't control what Russia does or what the Fed does or what a virus can do. Those can all have effects on it. But we really feel like we're just in a slowdown right now that's putting us back in more of a balanced market. Supply is still low, even though it's more than it was. Mortgage rates have stabilized, even though they were kind of on a roller coaster a few months ago. We're going to be looking at a slowdown. House prices are going to continue to appreciate more than likely, just not at the level that they were. Now, there might be some specific markets throughout the country that are going to see drastic changes because people don't want to live there anymore. They're moving out. There's just going to be some things that happen. But nationally as a market, and I believe here in the Mid-South, we're going to be fairly stable for a while. What we're not going to see, I believe, is a $400,000 house right now and in a year or two be worth $375 or $380. Still believe it's going to be worth probably $420 or $430. So we're going to continue to see that. We're going to continue to ramp up some inventory. But let's just say that we're in a slowdown and we're not in a bubble. I'm Jeff Jones with eXp Realty. When you want to sell or buy, call me, the Mid-South Home Guy. Have a blessed day.